Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and I'm here again with Dr. Brandon Nielsen.
It is good to be back.
Yeah, and you got your scrubs
I
on.
know, you know how it is.
Yeah, you got it. I was waiting for the stethoscope to come out.
Did you want? Wait, do you want me to listen to your auscultate your heart?
No, I'm just being silly because you got your
just
scrubs.
messed around.
Okay, so I have this great thing that I found from this woman named Mel Robbins. Have you heard of her?
Oh yeah, Mel Robbins.
She does this mindset thing, or she's written a few books and.
Okay, I've never read one of her books, but yeah, I've heard of her.
Okay,
Yeah.
so and I know about her because of my nephew Ben, who writes personal development books.
Ben Hardy.
Ben Hardy.
Yeah.
And he was on her podcast or something, and so anyway, so she did this little thing where it says your mind is designed to do three things. Number one is to regulate your body to keep you alive.
I agree.
Number two is when you sleep, and I don't know if this is true, half of your mind shuts down so that you can sleep, and the other half catalogs your experiences so that you can maintain and retain your memories. And then number three is it protects you. The main way it does this is by magnifying risk, which I think is so relevant right now. So it basically takes every situation, every conversation, and it magnifies it because it's protecting
Am I
you.
safe? Am I safe? Am I safe?
Am
Am I
I-
safe?
yeah.
That's what I say to people.
Yeah.
Am I safe? Am I safe? That's constantly. Yeah.
Constantly.
That number two one though. Maybe I need to read on that one again. But keep going. Keep going.
No, so those are the three things that she says your mind is designed to do. And so basically it regulates your body, so all the systems in your body. And if you think about that, that's your subconscious. Your heart beats on its own, your circulation goes on its own, your digestive system. You don't have to do anything and concentrate on making that happen. That just happens because that's part of the way our bodies are designed. And then the second one, half of your mind shuts down so that you can actually sleep, and then the other half, and I know you have a lot of experience and education with neuroscience, and I know that's something you've been studying for a long time, so I thought that was really interesting. And then I really truly love number three because I think this is super relevant right now because our mind is to protect us, so it magnifies anything that considers a risk. And so what is your take on all of this?
I think that's awesome. I think she's leaving out one of the most important keys, and as a human, and this is what differentiates us, okay? And so I love that, yes, it regulates your body to keep you alive, sleep, all that thing, protects you. But the most important thing, and this is unscripted, she just barely read me this, I have no clue, but this is the absolute most important thing that the human brain does compared to any other mammal is it allows us the ability to choose. And because of choice, we can create. And because we can create, we can take all that it's around us and we actually get to design our lives how we want it to be.
Boom.
And that is probably the greatest thing. Like even as I speak it, I'm like, we are creators.
I know, it gives me the chills.
Seriously, I'm just like, I'm
right
almost
now.
just like, I can just feel this, like, I'm just coming alive. I'm like, holy cow, like we, and it's truth. And you know it's truth when I say it because we have what I call our God brain that allows us like no other mammal to be able to choose, which means that we get to design our own destiny on a daily basis. Now, is that not beautiful? That
It's
is
spectacular.
what the human mind does compared to all others. So absolutely, we do this, but Mel Robbins, I know you know this, and we are creators.
Yeah, so listen to this. This is what I took some notes as I was listening to this little lecture she said. So she said the crazy thing is this. We know what we need to do to fix our issues.
She says it right there. That's her fourth thing. Okay.
It's these three things, but she said we know what we need to do to fix it. This is the trap that most of us are in. Most of us know what we could do to change things for the better, but we spend our time and energy talking ourselves out of those things.
So true. Nailed it. Yes.
So maybe my biggest thing that I want to take away from this is we know what to do. We know what could change our life. We know it would change our health with the foods that we eat, all the things. We know it would change our financial situation. We know it would change our relationship. And before we started recording this, okay, so before we started recording this, you were asking me some questions about how things are going with a couple different people in my family, and said, oh, there's some challenges here and there's some challenges there. And the thing is I'm not just saying, oh, there's challenges and I'm going to take myself out of the equation and ignore it, or what I'm taking action because I know I can make things better. So, and I'm not saying I'm perfect at this, but this is why I think this resonated with me. It's like, we know what we need to do to fix the problems that we have.
Yes, we do. It's all there.
But we don't take action, and I think we get lazy.
Okay.
So yeah, this is good, right?
I love this stuff.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
I love this stuff because as I've continued to study, and this really deals with, like, honestly, this is kind of like quantum physics in the sense that being a creator and the answers are already there. Like, come on, they're there. So here's the thing, though. When you ask a person, and I do this all the time, why? Okay? If you want to tap into your subconscious mind, go and ask a person the question, just like if you ask your husband or wife, if you want to fight, ask them the question, why? And if you ask somebody, if I'm talking to you, be like, Jane, so you did this video. Now, we have a good relationship. We're like family. So if I were to say to you why, you just tell me the reason why. But a lot of times when we ask that question and you don't have the answer right away, it's because it's not right here in your frontal cortex and you actually don't know why. So a lot of times, ask a teenager especially, and anybody when they're put on the spot, and you say, why?
Like, why are you doing something? Or
why are you doing this? Why did you do that? Like defense, right? Why did you do that? Ask somebody, they came home late. Why did you come home late? You can even say it nice. Why did you come home late? And they're still like, why are you asking me that? This is really interesting, because generally they don't know why right off the bat. But I'm going to give you a tip, and I call it the 5 whys, to break free and find out what is going on and what the answer is to your life's problems, okay?
I was going to say, where is this going? Because I was thinking maybe we need to ask a different question instead of why.
You can, but no, you actually ask the
5
question.
whys.
So when I work with people, so I'm saying for you, but when you work with people, yes, you always ask how or what questions. Get off the why, you guys. You're going to cause confrontation. But now for you, use how. I'm not going to go into that. Use how and what questions as much as possible. Try to stay away from whys if you don't want confrontation. But now for you, confronting yourself, ask yourself what, the solution to something, or why am I doing such and such? Why am I staying in this pattern? A lot of times you'll be like, I don't know. I don't know why. I classically ask patients, why are you doing this? And I will confront patients, but they've paid me good money, and so they're there and they're like, I don't know. I'll ask them again. So they'll give me some shoddy answer of, I don't know. And I'll say, okay, let's do 5 of these. I'll help you. And I'll give them the first one. So why are you staying in this relationship, let's say? And I'll say, it's because you need love. You need love, okay? And then I'll ask him again, why are you staying in this relationship? And they'll say, I don't know. And I'll be like, okay, that's okay. We're just brainstorming. Why are you staying in this relationship? Okay? And then they'll give me an answer. Not a very good one. I'll ask him again, why are you staying in this relationship? Better answer usually, why are you staying in this relationship? Usually, sometimes they'll nail it right there, and I'll ask him one more time. And it's usually a combination of 4 and 5, sometimes 3. But that will they will then know why.
So it's not the why, it's how many times you ask it.
It's because you're driving deeper. And in order to get in the subconscious mind, asking that question why, that's why when you ask somebody a question why, a lot of times they don't know why, because it's programmed in them. They're just doing it. They don't even know why. They just showed up. Okay? So when we go deeper, and I call it the 5 whys, when you go deeper, and the question is, you want to get the because you answer it. So you ask the question to yourself, why? You say, because of this. Why? Because of this. Why? Because. And you answer it that way, and you start going deeper and deeper and figuring out why. Now, are those all the right answers? You're starting to get on the right feed. Now, I know you can also ask those questions right before you go to bed, and then ponder those through the night as you're sleeping. And I know Mel Robbins, she's big on that, but you can actually get the answer and then write that in the morning. But the 5 whys, it's very powerful. I'll use that all the time.
That.
I use it with patients all the time. And a lot of times then they just figure out, oh my goodness, this is why. Why am I not losing those 5 extra pounds? Ask yourself why 5 times, and write down because 5 times, and then write it out.
Yeah, and you can do this. It sounds like you can do this with anything.
Anything you're stuck in.
Why can't I get myself to exercise? I mean, whatever it might be.
Whatever it might be.
So you say one thing, and so if someone says, well, it's because I don't know what I don't have
So
time.
what do you want to use? Exercise? Okay.
Yeah.
So let's mock play. So why haven't you been exercising?
And I'll act
lately?
like I'm a person who doesn't exercise because I
Yeah,
exercise
I know you
every
do
day.
exercise, but that's why we mock. So why haven't you been exercising?
It's too cold outside.
Okay, because it's too cold
Right now
outside.
it's just too cold outside.
Okay. What's the second reason why? Because what?
It's uncomfortable.
Because it's uncomfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why aren't you exercising?
I'm uncomfortable in the gym because I don't like how I look.
Oh. So
in the gym.
Because of self-appearance?
Yeah.
Because of embarrassment?
I'm embarrassed. Mm-hmm.
Because of embarrassment. That's legit right there. Okay. Why are you not exercising? And a lot of times it will usually go off that third one. So go on that one because that's kind of more normal because of what other people are going to say about me or something.
I'm afraid of failure.
Because of failing. Have you ever failed before?
100 times.
And that we're mocking this, but this is classic, you guys. And ask yourself, why aren't you exercising? Sorry, I'm not trying to, getting pretty intense here.
No.
Why aren't you exercising? 5, we're just brainstorming.
Yeah, I've given you all, so I'm afraid of failure seems like a pretty intense reason.
I need one more.
Okay. Okay, so this is a mock because it's definitely not me, but I'm afraid of what might happen if I reach my goals. Like, what if I...
But that's so real.
You know what? And you want me to
so
tell you
real
what?
Because just like she was saying, you have the answers inside of you, and most of the time, you're afraid more of your success than you are of failure.
Right. And let me tell you why. Like, you pushed me to be able to say that, and here's the reason I say this. Because my mom passed away almost 8 years ago. She was a lovely, beautiful, amazing woman.
Yeah.
She gave birth to 11 kids, and her and my dad adopted 3 kids, so there were 14 kids when I was growing up, and I'm second to the oldest. It's a big handful. But this is what she wanted. This was she always wanted to be a mother of a lot of children, and that was her biggest dream, and it was her biggest pride and joy till the day she died. She bragged about all of her children and the numbers of us until the day she died. But she dealt with a lot of health issues. She had diabetes, she was heavy, she had MS, she had a lot of health issues that over the years, and me in particular, because I had a background in fitness, I used to own a gym, I was a personal trainer, loved nutrition, I would try to help her eat healthier and lose weight and exercise for decades before she passed. But my mom, because she worked as a mother, which is to me the biggest, most an amazing profession you could ever be, is a mother and a parent. But she, after all her kids were grown, she didn't have a way to support herself. And she never worked outside the home. And there were decisions that were made between her and my dad that got them both in interesting positions. And what I felt happened is she basically gave up because she was able to, we all supported her financially, we supported her emotionally, and we're all happy to and grateful to surround our mother with so much of that. But I remember there was a conversation I had with my mom about 5 years before she passed away, where she was very, very vulnerable. And she said to me, I don't know what I would do if I were healthy. Because it would all of a sudden, we just had this conversation where she said, what would I do? What would be expected of me? Would I have to start taking care of myself? I don't know how to do that. She didn't know how she would be able to take care of herself financially, or so I think that we can be afraid of what happens to us because what if we don't feel worthy? What if we don't feel like, maybe I'm a fraud, maybe I don't deserve to, I don't know, we have these doubts as humans.
Yeah.
And there's this really great quote from Marianne Williamson, I don't remember it, it's something like, it's not that we're afraid of our dark side, we are more afraid of our light side. We are afraid of the brilliance and our greatness and we are designed in the image of God. That is us. And it is time to go, if you are not already working your way toward that, it is time to really take strategic steps and ask yourself why. And maybe do a mock exercise with someone that's close to you, with your spouse or with a close sibling or a close friend. Let's say, let's mock through these, but it might not be mock, it might be real. It might be real. Let's go through the fight, I love that you pushed me, because it made me think of that last thing.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because
just mocking it.
Because number 4 was afraid of failure.
Right.
But then number 5 was the opposite. I'm afraid of success.
Isn't that interesting? And then I'll say what you need to do after that.
Okay.
Is then you ask yourself, what am I going to do now? So you go from why to now, what am I going to do? Yeah. And all you do is the next step. And too often now people want to get the whole thing, but all you need, and you just sit in that. So what do I need to do now? Just what is the next step, you guys? Because too often then people are like, that's too much.
Yeah.
Just do the next step. And maybe for you, if you're trying to lose weight, maybe it's just that you just clean up your room or clean under your bed. I'm dead serious.
I was thinking the same thing. Do something that doesn't have anything to do with losing weight.
Just the next step.
Yeah.
And that's all you do, and you get that done. And then you go through those whys. If you need to go through more whys, or if you still hang on those whys, and then you just do the next step. And then after that, you just do the next step. And soon enough, if you start to take steps, you gain traction. It's called momentum, baby.
And compound.
And next thing you know,
you're
changing.
Yeah. I love that. So. Okay. That's a perfect place to leave that. So to me, where we started off with the things that your mind does to help keep you alive, where that ended was unexpected and really perfect. Really
there perfect. It went. Just right off the cuff.
Yeah, so if you find yourself in a position of paralyzation where you know what to do, but you haven't been brave enough to take action, this is a good time to do it today, the day you're watching this video. So, hey, thanks for tuning in, guys. That was good.
I love it. 5 whys, take the next step.
Yeah, 5 whys. Okay, have a brilliant day, guys, and we will talk to you soon.